Baby, can you understand me now? Nobody to has arrived. I wish they still open with the same song, but we can't always get what we want. Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. All right, you're done. I'm done with that. Cause you're like, what are you doing? Nobody too. Look, I saw this last night. My short additive theory review was very much. It's a lot of fun. It's what I want in the sequel. It's more Bob Odenkirk beating people's asses, more action, more zany one-liners, a bit more comedy. We get a little bit more of the family. We see Christopher Lloyd back. Riz comes back. It's all the good stuff you want in a sequel like this. That said, I also said in my out of the theater review that I think the first one is the more effective movie. I think it is the better of the two. Not that it's competition, but you always are going to compare and contrast when it comes to things like sequels and whatnot. So, what basically works in this film? What is the pause? What are the positives? What are some things that don't work? What are things that maybe it does better than the first? And what are some things that failed on in the first? And right out the gate, what it sells very well is all the performance, particularly Bob Odenkirk. This is his movie. He sells it. It's amazing that hitting. I think Bob Odenkirk is in his late 50s, early 60s, I believe. Bob Odenkirk. He's only 62. He's only 62. So it's amazing that he can sell the fact that he had a heart attack like a little before, no, a little after the first Nobody came out, and obviously he recovered and he's fine now. But he said that movie helped get him in enough shape to actually be able to survive the heart attack and all that. So he actually thanks this movie and that movie immensely. But more to the point, the sequel, he even says he did as much stunts as he could in the first movie. He trained even harder to do more of the actual choreography in this movie. And it shows. Like, every time you see him taking an ass whooping or throwing an ass whooping, you feel it, man. The thing I love about this series is our hero is not infallible. Even John Wick takes licks, but even John Wick still seems like an unstoppable force of nature. Hutch is someone you just don't fuck with, but he's not infallible. He's not unstoppable. He's a mortal guy. He does tire out, and he can take a licking. And man, does he take a beating and then throw the beatings back? The action it's just as good as the first one, honestly. When you actually break down the first movie in terms of action sequences, you get that infamous bus scene, which I will admit I don't think any one scene here tops. You get the action sequence in his house where they come and try to get him. You have the I don't consider the montage action sequence of him just going through and taking down the Russians, like the whole operation. I don't consider that one action sequence. It's kind of doing its own thing a little bit. It's all in slow-mo too. So there's those. Then you get obviously the finale. Yeah, that's really it. You get the finale in the Barracuda, and then I think that was the car. Hence why they played Barracuda. But oh no, it wasn't Barracuda. It was Heartbreaker. That's what they were playing. But anyway, then the action sequence from the car to the factory, and that's about, you can count this as two separate sequences technically. So you got four there. In the grand scheme of things, not actually a lot of true action sequences going on. And I don't count Christopher Lloyd gunning down two guys in his room, just because that lasts not even 5 seconds. But in this, you have the finale at the water park, which is a lot of fun. You got an opening action sequence, obviously. God, oh. There's you see it in the trailer, the action sequence at the arcade. There's the action sequence on the boat. You see that too. There's at least two other action sequences, so they up the ante in terms of the amount of action. And it's all really great. It's all fun, visceral. He did say he was kind of inspired a little bit by Jackie Chan back in the day. Police Story apparently was his favorite Jackie Chan movie, so this is kind of his attempt at doing that, which is fun. I appreciate the attempt. I mean, obviously he knows he's not Jackie Chan. No one is Jackie Chan. But still, he can certainly still throw hands. He can still do the action. The creative ways to mess someone up is still very much in effect in this movie. All the other actors and performances are doing well, are not doing well, but are good as well. I actually like the little the increase in the family a little bit, like what we see with the son. We actually see he's going through a little bit as well. He's got a little bit of minor arc. Christopher Lloyd, we actually do get more Christopher Lloyd in this fight, or in this movie. I'd argue. I mean, technically, I'd say his whole screen time at the end of the first one might trump this, but he's more present in this movie. You get more of his wife, and she gets a couple moments too. I do like this relationship of she knows exactly who she is. She married, and she still loves him. You get Sharon Stone as our villain, who, man, they basically gave her one direction. It's like psychotic nut job. That's it. Just play that. Oh, really? Any arc or story? No, just psychotic nut job. And she's having a good time. She's kind of chewing on the scenery a bit, but damn it, if she's not enjoying herself while doing it. And again, it's full of one-liners. It's full of funny moments. It's a lot of fun. So overall, I do recommend the movie. That said, it's not perfect, and I tried to articulate why I thought it was a little messy before. And then I was watching again. I was watching Sean Chandler's video, and he made a very, I think, good observation about this movie. Is that it feels like they took the template. They looked at the original film, saw how it was structured, and made that a template for the film. And so the film has to hit this beat, this beat, this beat, and this beat that the original film hit. And when he said that, I'm like, that actually makes a lot of sense, because I do feel that. Hell, when you see the opening of the film, it is almost verbatim kind of a mirror opening of the first film. Him sitting down in an interrogation room, trying to get the facts. Is it a little different, a little warped in this version? Yes. So I'm not going to spoil that. But it is still the exact same opening. And then we see his life. He's gone back to work because he actually owes a bit of a debt. And now instead of him being a little distant from his family because, he's feeling lost, it's more he's distant from his family because he's just working too much. And so they go and take a vacation. And the problem here is that I get that this film franchise isn't trying to be anything more than it is. I get that, and that's fine. But to really be hitting almost the exact same beats in certain parts one after another is a little on the nose. It's a little obvious, to be fair. Now, he also said that he felt that it's a little convoluted, kind of like the ending and the booby traps they get in the water park. That I didn't really have a problem with at all. I get, because I don't know, that didn't bother me at all. And in fact, there's really not much I would say that bothers me. It's not high art. It's not an in-depth movie with a message. It is exactly what you get here: a fun action comedy with an older guy being an action star, and he's selling it, and I appreciate it for that. But yeah, I would say the structure is a little familiar, to be fair. I will also say that I liked Sharon Stone in the movie. I did. I enjoyed her. I think I liked the villain in the first movie a little better. He did seem he had at least a little bit more of a complexity to him. Whereas here she's literally playing nut job, which is fine. It's just she doesn't come off as intimidating as the other guy did, to be honest. And mostly because he seemed like a guy you could negotiate with. And when, you lose everything, that makes you even more on hands. Whereas she's already at 100. So there's not much more insanity I can get from her. So there's only so much of a threat level I feel when it comes to her. So I think I like the other guy a little bit more in the first film. But that's not to say she's bad or anything. I just preferred him. Still, though, it's a fun time. Like, those are the only things I can really point out as negatives of the film. Otherwise, I had a grand old time with this. There's plenty of oh shit moments, and there's a lot of fun to be had, a lot of gore, a lot of action, good laughs, fun characters we enjoy. So yeah, okay, you know what? There's one other thing, and it's just a nitpick, but I have to comment on this. So you see RZA in the film. RZA came back because he plays his brother, and you see he is in the film in the trailer. You do see that. And you see him actually get into a sword fight. They make a note saying he came back from Japan. So he apparently either brought a sword or made a sword. We see him working like iron or something at some point. I'm like, wait, what? Are you making a sword? And it's honestly, it's clear he must have brought one of the swords back because from Japan. Because otherwise, I'm like, there's no effing way you made a functioning samurai sword in the amount of time you had from the material you had. There's not a goddamn way. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But either way, that was like one other minor nitpick, I suppose. But that was really just me like commenting, it's like, not bullshit. So, yeah, I don't have much else to say on this. What did we get for trailers? I can talk about that real quick. I am actually blanking a little bit on what we had for trailers. We had a decent amount for, or not like a decent amount, but we had a good amount for trailers. Nothing I hadn't already seen either. At least I don't think so. So let me just see real quick what we got coming out. No, didn't get anything from there. Didn't get the roses. Okay, we got a shorter version of Caught Stealing. I am looking forward to that. Also, we'll be at least seeing Toxic Avenger the same week too, because I want to see Peter Dinklage as the Toxic Avenger. Damn it. Let's see, what else did we get? We got... Nope, didn't get that one. We got him. Most recent trailer for him. I'll admit, I'm interested to know what the actual twist is. Is it just people roiding up and worshiping violence, or is it there's something supernatural involved? None of those. Let's see here. Killing Faith? I don't believe I got that one. Didn't get the Roofman. Did not get Casper. Soul on Fire, didn't get that. Wait a minute, hold on. Where is it? I know we got the trailer for The Smashing Machine, based on the real story of the, I can't remember the MMA fighter, but it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing him, and look, it's a very different role for Dwayne. So I'm very interested. It comes out in October, although I'm not seeing the release date for it. Or maybe it's September. Maybe it comes out in September? Maybe, yeah, hold on, I'm checking. I am checking, folks. The Smashing Machine. Maybe it just needs to be updated on the site I'm going to. I go to movieinsider.com for these, so maybe it needs to be updated, but I'm not seeing it on the list, and I believe it said in October it's coming out. Right? October? We got Mortal Kombat, by the way. Oh, we got the newest trailer for Black Phone 2. I was surprised that I didn't know they brought out a second trailer for that, but yeah, me and my girlfriend really enjoyed the first one. So we'll probably both be there for that. It seems they're apparently going the Freddy Krueger route with this character, the killer from the first one, because they even said, it's like, wait, how did he come back? It's like, oh yeah, that's never really permanent in this story or in this world. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, it looks like they're kind of going a Freddy Krueger vibe on this, which is cool. You know, they established the supernatural exists. They established ghosts exist. So fuck it, why not? Go Freddy Krueger-ish. I'm here for it. I'm down. I'm in. I'm with it. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, what's next week? Because I don't have any other movies to see this week. 1 second here. What is next week's? So I know someone asked me to see Niza 2. I will do my best. If it's not, remember, it might be getting a wide release, because apparently it is getting a wide release. But a wide release does not mean it's getting a huge release. It just means it's going to be released in probably could be at 500 or plus screens. That's all that means. So if it's available, you did ask, and it is animated, I will do my best to try to see it. Let's see here. We're looking at the 22nd. Oh, Primitive War. Oh, that's right. 21st, Primitive War. It's a Fathom event. I might have to check it out. Honestly, it looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, Niza 2 comes out. Okay, so that week I will probably be at if Niza 2, apart from Niza 2, if I can see it. Honey Don't. that gives me a real fun Driveway Dolls vibe, which me and my girlfriend liked, but acknowledged wasn't really all that good. It was kind of stupid, to be honest, but we kind of had fun with it. But it gives me a better vibe with that. And if I remember correctly, the lead in that was, I think, the lead in that movie. Hold on, Honey Don't. Okay, there we go, Honey Don't. And to be fair, my girlfriend even just said, who's pretty much as straight as it comes, like the movie's just sexy looking. Like it looks hot. Like yeah, it does. Margaret Qualley, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this Meryl Streep's daughter? I could be wrong. I could be thinking about a different actress. But I feel like she's Meryl Streep's daughter, isn't she? Oh no, she's not. No, she's not. Because Meryl Streep's daughter was actually in her when they did. Oh God, I can't remember that movie that came out a while ago, but it came out a while ago where she played like a former rocker mom who's like divorced and had a touch with her daughter, and the daughter gets a divorce. I remember that. That was her daughter. Let me see here. Was she in? I want to say she was. Yeah, okay, she was the lead in Driveway Dolls. She was the co-lead. I thought I recognized her. Second time she's playing a lesbian. I'm not saying she is gay. I'm just wondering if she is gay. She's a Happy Gilmore too. Good for her. I heard that movie actually wasn't very good, sadly. She was in The Substance too. Yep. Oh, in The Substance too. But she was in The Substance. I knew I recognized her from that. She doesn't have a very long history. She's only really been on the scene since 2020, but hey, she's starting to make a name for herself. I can't remember. Did she get nominated for that movie? Did she get nominated for The Substance? I do not. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Nominated for 2 Primetime Emmys. Okay. She's been nominated for Emmys. She did not get a nomination for the Substance. I believe Demi Moore got a nomination, though. But yeah, no, she's really evolving in her career. And look, I like her as a president. Like she's got a fun vibe to her. She's got like a very smart, quirky edge to her that I like. So overall, yeah, no, I look forward to seeing that movie. Honestly, take any of the lesbian girl on girl stuff out of the equation. Which, look, as a guy, I'm not going to say no to. But honestly, it just looks like a fun movie. So it's got Chris Evans as the bad guys. Aubrey Plaza. Love Aubrey Plaza. So I'm here. I'm with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.